Guys, hello everyone. CryptoInterest is with you. Right now, the daily Bitcoin review. I tell you how to trade today to get the maximum profit on the market. Short, very helpful video. Despite the fact that today is Saturday, I could not leave you without a review, because I opened a new long position in Bitcoin and keep my position in Ethereum, so now I will comment on everything. Frankly, the market continues a little chaos. I don't know what else could be worse. Because, that's all, Ftx is bankrupt. Elon Musk is already laughing at Sam. Sam is running somewhere in Argentina, so let's move on to the charts. Everything in order, now I'll tell you everything. So, yesterday I opened a long position here. I gave you this level yesterday. Yesterday we came here like this, pierced it here, now we are bargaining. I opened a long, but I say right away that this is a kind of extreme. Why? Because in fact, we have already removed this entire volume with you and we can easily walk lower. Nevertheless, I stuck a stop for all this liquidity and sit in a long position. Now I will comment on why I did it. Now we will go through technical analysis with you, but what is interesting? Yesterday, the stock market just rise is unrealistic, the day before yesterday too. Stockbrokers said things they hadn't seen in a long time. At the same time, Bitcoin failed. And I have some feeling that Bitcoin could potentially start catching up with the S&P 500 in the stock market even over the weekend. So, now again about everything in order. Today I will give direct iron levels for Bitcoin, for Ethereum. Now I will comment on everything, but let's start with the S&P 500 first. Look, our S&P was growing very well and in fact, we came to this zone 3954 and we have a fairly large amount of liquidity here, from which we should see a corrective movement with a 99% probability. Personally, I see some corrective movement here, in this range, and the formation of some structure for a further hike higher. One question arises here. When the S&P 500 makes this corrective move and enters this range, how will Bitcoin react? It's not clear, to be honest. But what can we expect? We can count on the fact that even this weekend, for example, Bitcoin may try to go higher, for example, to the range of 19,130, just to catch up with the stock market and then adjust again with it, form some kind of structure here. Therefore, there cannot be a definite answer here. I immediately say that the position is extreme. Please follow the risk management. I also want to show you the dollar index, because there are moments here too. I gave you this level guys a very long time ago and said that we would come to it. Look, please, we are stuck in 106 and we again have liquidity here and we, one way or another, should see some kind of corrective movement here. At least, here in this range, as a maximum, here. Again, this will coincide very well with what we can see on the S&P 500 and go further here and there, to the 102 marks. That is, everything fits perfectly in technical analysis. Question 1. Why didn't Bitcoin go beyond the S&P 500 and when will it reunite again? When will it catch up with the S&P 500 again? I will also give comments on Ethereum now. In general, there are already setups for trading, but there are even more of them. I will give iron levels, from where I will 100% open positions. Let's move on to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's start with Bitcoin first. I want to show you directly the iron levels, from where it will be impossible not to open positions. Accordingly, look. I'm waiting for the Bitcoin exit higher. And as you can see, 19,130 is a real iron short because we have all the main liquidity here on the daily timeframe. Therefore, when you come here, respectively, you can close a long position here and some local short positions, at least in this range, can be opened. Again, it would be just perfect to correlate like this, for example, with the S&P 500. But, there are several important points. Look, we have completely removed this liquidity from you. That is, we completely cancelled it, and if there is any negative on the market or if, for example, Bitcoin does not follow S&P, and S&P goes into correction, then we can go lower with you. Also, keep in mind that the level of 15,400, although we have not completely cancelled it, we have partially cancelled it. We did not take the POC, but partially cancelled it, so the support here will be weak. And if we go lower and I am closed by stop loss, then further from the level of 13,700 I will 100% gain a long position. Because this is the volume on a large time frame and, accordingly, I will continue to look. Therefore, it is very important how S&P will work with Bitcoin. Will it catch up with S&P? By the way, I remind you that we didn't just trade 15,400 on SME, but traded it in full. In short, for Bitcoin, these are the two iron levels at which I will open positions. Accordingly, I hold the current position and will fix it here. According to this liquidity, I can fix some part, further to 19,130, and further according to the situation. Well, now they drove to the Ethereum, because I can't help but tell about it. Firstly, I have been holding a position on Ethereum for a couple of days. See how interesting everything is. First, let's open a daily timeframe with you. On it we just ideally stuck to this level, took the POC of this liquidity and went higher. And what's interesting here, look, I have an entry point somewhere around here. No, even lower, right here. Accordingly, look what we have on Ethereum. We went out and, in fact, took away this liquidity, tested it, and now we are consolidating. And as soon as Bitcoin gives an impulse higher, since we have already completely traded this liquidity, and we have also traded this volume, then the Ethereum will fly right here. The nearest some level is 1470. Well, most likely, we will go right here to the level from 1500 to 1600. So everything is interesting about Ethereum. But I hope that Bitcoin will give us an impetus, because then everything will be fine with us. Look, the Ethereum did not install the LOI, and if the Bitcoin updated the LOI, then the Ether did not update it. In fact, we just came and rested on the volume, and we work it out right perfectly according to technical analysis. So, I also keep my position on Ethereum. Let me, for those who do not have a position, I will show where it can be recruited. In general, when coming here, look, I noted 1179, if the Ethereum returns here, then here again, it will be possible to look at the position, but keep in mind that this is extreme. That's all guys, that's all you need to know for today to get the maximum profit in the market. And the most important thing for me is your support, so subscribe to the channel right now, be sure to turn on notifications so as not to miss the latest releases, and of course, put the maximum likes, because your likes are food, energy and motivation for me, which makes me shoot every day and keep you updated. I also want to remind you, this video does not force you to buy any cryptocurrency or invest in anything. I am not a financial advisor. Bye everyone.